show Eureka, right?
I can. Yep. I'll wake her back up.
Eventually.
All right, we're getting our act together. I am Bob Batcher, the Executive Director of Prime Plus Senior Centers, and this is Prime Time with Bob. And I'm with really two cool people, Jennifer Held and Michelle Dawson, who are at the Norfolk Animal Care Center. And in full disclosure, they're good friends of ours because I'm on the board for Friends of Norfolk Animal Care. And it's exciting to bring these two people along with their friends to talk about companions for life during COVID-19. Michelle, help me, please. I've really loved being with my wife during home quarantine. But I have a 17-year-old beagle who sleeps all day. So what do you have going on at the Animal Care Center?
We have tons going on. What don't we have going on, actually?
I know it.
We've got all the animals. You know, we are an open intake facility, so we service all of the city of Norfolk. And so we've got mostly cats and dogs, but we've got right now, we have a rabbit in foster, and we have some small animals as well. Some rats up front, some guinea pigs in the back. Yeah, we've got lots. And there's so many opportunities for people beyond adoptions here at the Animal Care Center.
Now, we're looking for somebody that was the trigger point for COVID-19. When did you come with the city as the new shelter manager? I'm just asking.
You can't prove anything.
I mean, like 2 days before, right?
The first time you and I met actually was the same
the night that it was announced.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you walk into a shelter and there's the normal way the shelters run? How do you do it during shutdown?
I think myself and the rest of the sheltering world, much like the rest of the regular world, just kind of panicked for a minute and then started thinking about problem solving. You know, we got to get through this. This is happening. So what are we going to do to get on the other side or in the interim? And that's what we did. We just came up with a plan. We went with it, and then we changed it 75,000 times since then.
Very responsive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the life cycle of kind of life in Norfolk and stray animals and people changing their lives and bringing in animals, that doesn't change because it's COVID-19, right?
No.
Jennifer, I want to ask you because I want to. We've talked a lot about companions for life, and I see these stories of people that are they've been saved during COVID-19 because they have a friend now in the form of a cat or a dog or a turtle or whatever. But talk to me about that. What does that mean to bring an animal into your quarantined house?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a huge way. We are looking for companions when we're stuck up in the house for hours and days and weeks and now months on end. So we're still doing virtual adoption counseling. We want to make sure that animals are still leaving the shelter and everybody's having a positive outcome. So we're doing virtual adoption counseling, which we can still practice social distancing. So you just call in after you look at our website, and we have adoption counselors, and then you can just take the animal home after you find out if it's a good fit. And luckily, we are still having adoption specials during that time. So we have Golden Paws, which is a great program thanks to our friends of NACC group, where any animal over 7 is $35. And if a person is 65 and older with an animal with 7 and older, there's no adoption fee. So, you know, it's a great incentive to know that, you know, we want to work with the community to get as many animals out. Because, you know, we all know that having that furry friend at home is always the best to come home to.
But not to be the prude, there may not be an adoption fee, but there's still food.
Absolutely.
There's still the need for walking.
Yep. Yeah, and that's a great thing during the pandemic too. You know, we want to social distance away from people from going to stores and things like that. But, you know, going around the block, you know, that's a huge part to your mental health as well for all people. So getting out there, getting some fresh air, but then also providing exercise to your new animal is huge. And we want to be able to be that, you know, resource for people to know what that proper pet ownership looks like.
Michelle, I'm going to ask you the hard one. I mentioned my beagle, who 12 years ago, I got here she is. I guess I should have gotten some counseling. But she's kind of toward the end of life. I mean, she's got some special needs now. So help me here. How should I deal with that?
Yeah, there's loads of resources here at the shelter. All you need to do is try to connect with us via email, Facebook, phone call, and we've built out. Oh,
Is she
we've built,
talking to you?
she's just being sweet. We've built out a really incredible pet resource, Hampton Roads Pet Resource Guide, and it goes actually all the way up to like the Richmond area because there were some really valuable resources up there. That it's all low cost, affordable, everything from behavior to end of life decisions to pet pantries and I don't know if I said behavior training, boarding, military boarding, all of the things that people here need, like they come across often. We've kind of built it into a pet resource guide, and that's what's on our website, but we have paper copies as well. But yeah, end of life decisions for our loved ones, it's a part of life and it's a part of being a guardian of an animal, right? It's just inevitable that we have a longer lifespan than they do. And they're our family and we want to do whatever is best for them. And those are it gets very difficult, but yeah, we're here to.
Yeah, when she has 3 accidents in a row and I'm trying to watch TV, it's really easy for me to say, but then she gets out, I lost her, my heart's up in my throat. I mean, they really are companions for life.
Right. They're our best friends. And I live solo here and, my dog actually I don't go anywhere without my dog now. Quarantine kind of changed everything, but having him at home, and I have a foster cat at home as well, it just changes my whole perspective. Like they need me and I need them. And so
okay. Michelle,
it's mutually beneficial.
I'm going to reach in and ask you a very personal question quietly. That cat was up for adoption at the beginning of this show. Are you taking it home with you?
This cat?
Yeah.
Oh no way! My house is for the broken and the and the hard to place animals. I don't think I've ever actually picked my animal. I've always worked in shelters, and they've always been the ones that were like harder to adopt. So this little lady will go home so quickly.
Too good of an animal. So Jennifer, how many of those kind of cats do you have now? In the shelter, not at home.
Yeah, so I was about to say, don't ask me how many I have at home. So in foster care right now, we have over 100. So there's about 108 foster kittens. So that's anywhere from kittens that are, 2 days old, all the way up to waiting for their forever home at like 12 weeks old. In the shelter, we don't have our main, hope is to get everything into a foster home and then available for adoption. Due to COVID, because the public can't come in. But in the shelter, we don't have very many cats. We have less than 20, but over 100 in foster homes.
So if I decide I kind of wouldn't mind it, my wife's not going to be watching this, a couple of other older dogs, could I become a foster?
Absolutely.
How do I do that?
Yeah, we are always looking for foster homes. We have foster homes available for any type of species. So dogs, cats, rabbits, in any age. So we have people that will foster little neonate puppies with their moms all the way up to animals. We had a 13-year-old beagle that was in foster, because when they are seniors, they don't, this isn't the best situation for them. So we want to make sure that they're in a home until they get their forever home.
The rest of this interview for the next few minutes is going to be totally on you because Michelle has zoned out.
She's been taken over by the cat.
This is what a healthy kitten can do for you.
This is what happens.
But I'm going to get in trouble. Kittens become cats.
Yeah.
Cats become very independent.
Yeah.
That cat's going to put you in your place.
Yeah, she's got to be something.
So, is there a number that somebody can call if they've got it, like in me, where I'm at wit's end, and I just need somebody to talk to?
Yeah, absolutely.
My dog.
Our main line is 757-441-5505. And even if somebody doesn't answer right away, if you press 0, leave a message, we'll definitely get back to you by the end of the day. But all of our staff members, want to be that resource to help, not just the girls up front that are a great resource as well, but they'll reach out for behavior questions to the kennel supervisors, our medical team for any sort of medical questions as well.
Awesome. Did you lose your dog?
Yeah, she wanted to go to sleep.
golly dang, you're spoiling them all there. We have to get them out of there.
Yeah, for
So they
sure.
can be in good homes.
These
Michelle,
housing-
what did I leave out? We're almost out of time.
I think you just hit the nail on the head. You said get them into good homes, and there's no better place for animals than in the home. The animal care center, it is a safe place for animals, but we want everybody to know that the best place for them is out of the shelter and into homes. So even if you can foster, there's short-term opportunities available, there's long-term opportunities. Let's get them out of the shelter, into homes, and into your hearts.
That I've got to say that one's already into my heart, but hopefully somebody else will be motivated. Thank you for everything that you guys are doing. And by the way, I like the blue in the middle. You're remodeling everything. And I like that blue paint right there in the middle, the light one. Yeah.
This one?
Yeah, that one. No, that one. You like the other one. Thank you very much for everything that you guys are doing to bring quality of life for potential companions for life. Because at Prime Plus, we talk about new beginnings. What better new beginning than to have a pet that loves you? You got to take that kitten home. Thanks a lot. Remember, stay safe and stay connected. Thanks a lot.